It is a sunny Sunday morning here in July in Disneyland Paris's Hotel Cheyenne, and today I'm going to show you around our room. Hey, I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. In December 2019, after years of running this channel as a hobby, I decided to take a huge leap of faith and gave up my 9-to-5 to spend a year traveling full-time for YouTube. Then Corona hit. Bummer! Now, as the end of 2020 rolls in, I'm trying to catch up on my travel dream and take advantage of as many opportunities as I can from my home base here in Northern Europe. If you like cruise ships, theme parks, food, and hotels with totally unacceptable bathroom doors, you're in the right place. Subscribe if you're new and enjoy the adventures. So what you're about to see here is a very lived-in room at Disney's Hotel Cheyenne. Disneyland Paris has a handful of official Disney-run hotels, most of which are within a walking distance to the parks. And I'm doing a video about the walk as well, and I'll also do a video showing you a little bit more around the entire resort grounds here. If you are somebody who's done a lot of stays at Disney in Florida, there are some similarities and also some differences, and I'll let you look around and I'll point some out and let you just sort of see some on your own. But what I wanted to tell you is, at the moment, because of the current situation, it's the end of July 2020, once you check into the resort, the mousekeeping, the people who clean the rooms, they don't come anymore. They come after you leave. So you're pretty much responsible to make your own bed and clean things up and stuff like that. And Marcus and I have been kind of lazy with that, but I always like to do these room tours after I've lived in a room for at least a night or a couple days, because then it helps me give you more information than if we're just like, you know, showing up and then walking in and filming the room. I don't know anything about the room yet. Then you just get to see what it looks like, but you don't know what it's like to actually live there. So this is our room now that we've lived in for 3 nights. Here's the entrance. It is room 1601. We're on the ground floor in building 16, and just give you a little slow pan here. This, when we checked in, is kind of like a cool cowboy sofa, and it is also a bed, and it has a bed underneath it as well, so actually 2 people can sleep in this area. Voila, I just pulled it out. Don't say it. It slid out really easily. Sorry. I'm sleepy and a little bit delirious. And let me just see. Yeah, and it also goes back in very easily and stows away. So this is the bed that I slept on for the past 2 nights. And this is the main bed, and Marcus and I sleep in the same bed all the time, and if we have the possibility to not sleep in the same bed, we usually take advantage of that. But the other thing I wanted to mention is this mattress is hard. It is very firm. I'm starting to feel like everything I say in this video could be taken out of context. What I want to say is, if you're a fan of like soft, pillowy mattresses, this is not going to make you happy. There is a pack and play like safety crib up here and some shelves. That is where the safe is as well. There's really plenty of room to store bags down there, down here. This is like a miniature little desk area that we've set up our selection of wines and waters and foot creams and after sun creams and stuff here. Like I said, we've lived in this room for a couple days now. These pillows are usually what's on what I'm using as a bed right now. And here are the dressers, or the dresser drawers. And in the bottom 4 drawers, there were extra pillows. So we had to take those pillows out there to put our stuff in there. You can see here, there are continental European and UK power outlets, as well as 2 USB ports. However, these USB ports were not working, at least not to charge our devices. We Both tried them and could not get any juice. Hi guys, it's Morgan from the future here. November 2020, I'm in lockdown, and I was just gonna put this video online today, and I very often do, I watch the whole video through one last time before I click go. And I just noticed something that I have to mention, and that is this chapstick. Do you see how dirty that looks? And I was watching that, and I know what it is, but I was thinking, people are gonna look at this and go, oh my God, look at how dirty that is. That's disgusting. But I wanna tell you, this was almost new. What happened was, this sunscreen, which is like a really clear, liquidy sunscreen, which is good for, if you have, hairy boy arms like I do, it's really good because you spray it on and it just goes right down onto your skin. But there's something in it that when it comes in contact with certain surfaces, it makes them weird and sticky. It dissolves them somehow. And that's what happened here. So Marcus had both of these things in his bag, and this leaked a little bit, and that's what happened. I don't know if it chemically dissolved it or if it just made it sticky, and then the the dirt and everything from being in the backpack stuck to it, but the inside of it is clean. That's not what the part that you put on your lips looks like. Speaking of sunscreen, since we're stopping here and speaking frankly with each other like friends, this face sunscreen from Shiseido is the best non-greasy sunscreen that we have ever tried. I was searching for literally years about something that you can put on your face that doesn't feel thick and creamy and greasy. And shiny all day. When I go back and look at older videos of mine or older pictures that are somewhere where it's sunny, so often I see this shine on my face, and I'm bad sunscreen. And this stuff isn't cheap, but on a whim, I decided to splurge and try it. And now this is something that Marcus and I always spend the money on, just because we know you can slather it on your face and it just feels like a normal lotion. It is not gross and slimy and thick and greasy. And the bottle showed up in some other video of mine recently, and somebody asked me in the comments if I would recommend it, and I just wanted to say, yes, I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's not cheap. However, it feels like a normal lotion, and it just dissolves into your skin, and you're left with no shine and no grease. So if you're interested in trying it, by the way, it's one of the recommended products that I put in my Amazon store. Go to the link in the description below the video, or it's amazon.com/shop/very unofficial travel guides. And if you order it through that link or any of the other products that I have linked there, you get what you want and you help support the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. All right, back to Hotel Cheyenne. There are 2 outlets next to one side of the bed. You can see there's my little travel fan and a light switch, but there are no USB ports next to the bed, and this side of the bed has no outlets at all. The resort is made up of several separate 2-story buildings, and from walking around, I don't really think any of the rooms has a spectacular view, but I will show you the building that I think probably is the most convenient and perhaps has the best views on our way to the park, and that's this one. So that orangey ready building over there is building 15, and this, the bluish one, is building 11. And those 2 buildings are really close to the bridge and the walkways that go to the park, which is in this direction. And some of the rooms have a view of this, I don't know what to call it, a canal, river down here, which also leads to Disney Village and the other hotels. So I guess, you want to have a somewhat pretty view. These rooms up here on the 2nd floor of the end of building 11, those are the rooms to somehow ask for. This is also all building 11 here. And I think some of the 2nd floor rooms up there also have sort of a nice view of this area here. However, it's also a pretty busy street up here. Oh, Gesundheit. Where did that come from? So, I don't know, maybe try to get one of those rooms. I'm gonna grab my GoPro to give you a view of the bathroom, because that gives just a little bit more of a wide angle so you can see more of it. And a question that people who've watched my videos for a while will want to know, the answer is yes, it has a Morgan-approved bathroom door. That is a door that closes all the way. And if you're watching this and you're like,
what do you mean a door that closes all the way? Don't all doors close all the way?
What I'm talking about is this growing trend of there being like either sliding doors on a bathroom or like see-through, transparent, or translucent glass doors. I don't like, and I don't understand either of those trends. So this is a nice traditional door that you can close all the way, and it keeps out, or you know, separates some of the sound and some of the smells.
I think that's good.
This is the bathroom. Like I said, nobody's coming to clean up or take the towels or anything. We have to like specifically ask for them, and then the towels come in a plastic package. But there is a lot of counter space here. I mean, like seriously, there's a lot of space here to the right and left of the sink, and up here as well. But I prefer the design in Florida, where the washing area is outside of the bathroom area, and then they also have 2 sinks as well. That's always more convenient for getting ready in the morning, especially if you're, you know, 2, 3, 4 people sharing a room. This great big cowboy mirror, and you can see the cowboy shower curtain. There is a hair dryer here, and this is the shower. Water pressure is fine, and there are some Mickey and Minnie or Toy Story shampoos in here. There's a small tub. It's definitely a bigger tub than the tub I had on the Disney Dream cruise ship. That's gonna be sort of like a inside joke of mine forever now. And just something for you to note, you can't really see it, and I'm not gonna get in here now with my shoes on, but the bottom of the tub is very curved. The flat area is very small, and it makes it kind of tricky and kind of dangerous when you're standing in it to turn around, because it's like almost all curved. You know what I mean? There you go. As mentioned, we've stayed here for 3 nights now, and we'll be staying here 1 more night. And I definitely would stay here again. It's a very basic resort. I don't come here expecting any kind of luxury. There are little bits of Disney magic. Excuse me, it's early. It just turned 8 o'clock. We gotta get going to extra magic hours. What I wanted to say is there are little bits of Disney magic, but it's not comparable to the resorts in Florida, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. And I don't want to compare everything here to Florida. That's not what this video is about. I just want to show you and give you an idea of what it's like to be here. But because I know Florida so well, and I know that possibly some people out there watching this have also been to Florida, I just wanted to mention that. We've had a couple minor issues. There are things in this room that are very new looking, like the banner around the top of the room, and the Woody Toy Story lamp things here, and the curtains and the shower curtain. But there are other like little signs of wear and tear where I feel like, okay, now it's time to replace the door, and now it's time to replace the molding in the bathroom and things like that. And none of those are reasons to not stay here. I'm just saying it's a very basic hotel at Disney within walking distance to the parks, so it has great things going for it as well. If you're planning a trip to Disneyland Paris, let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or maybe need some advice or something like that. Also, be sure to check back here on my channel for other videos from this trip to Disneyland Paris and other Disney parks. And if you check out my library, you will see a lot of videos, over 700 videos, I can't believe it now, about hotels and restaurants and cruise ships and destinations, things like that. So check it out. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. See you soon.